Okay, nama saya Akila. So, saya ada adik Down syndrome. Nama dia Alia. So, Alia umur dia 18 tahun this year and dia currently attending sekolah pendidikan khas. So, Alia compared to the other Down syndrome kids, dia more to like mild Down syndrome. Which means that dia boleh bercakap fluently, clearly. It's just that appearance dia more like Down syndrome, normal Down syndrome punya kids. Yeah.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Aisyah. So I have a Down syndrome brother named Mikael. He is currently 14 years old. He is a quite severe Down syndrome lah. Means that he cannot learn, he cannot even focus, he cannot talk. I mean like he can talk but kita tak faham lah apa yang dia cuba sampaikan.
At first, I tak tahu pun I ada Down syndrome until I 11 years old, if I'm not mistaken. My parents bagi tahu I dengan siblings I yang my sister is actually Down syndrome. So at first, I macam a bit confused. Apa tu Down syndrome? Sebab I tak di-expose dengan that kind of knowledge. And then my parents pun ada explain what is Down syndrome, but a bit challenging for me dengan my siblings to understand sebab tentu kita orang kecil lagi, and then macam tak exposed to what is Down syndrome is all about. So until macam dah reach secondary school kan, kita ada belajar dekat science, and then we try to learn from that, and then at the same time try to search dekat Google. So basically I tak rasa sedih masa I tahu adik I Down syndrome, but instead I macam amazed macam how special she is. Actually masa dalam perut dah diagnose, tapi my parents tak bagi tahu. Because my parents nak kita orang treat dia macam normal kids.
Masa tu I was 8. My older brother was 10 at the moment. Tentu masuk bilik ward bersalin tu kan, bukan ward bersalin, ward after bersalin tu, I was excited, me and my brother was excited, ada adik baru, and then sampai je masuk bilik I saw my parents cry sambil dukung adik. And that moment I tengok abang tengok, I balik lah. He also clueless, but then he said that tak apalah Aisyah, jom kita keluar dulu. And then after keluar, abah cakap, oh adik Down syndrome. At the moment kita orang tak tahu pun what is Down syndrome, because just like some other people, we don't have that exposure to Down syndrome. That was our first time. But knowing that Down syndrome at that time we call them budak cacat. I feel like I don't feel much because I was a kid at that time, but I can feel like my parents really broke their heart lah, because that was not expected. We can't diagnose, we didn't even kita tak dapat diagnose dia lah dalam masa kandungan tu, sebab he hides his face. Maybe he knows that kalau mak tahu ke, mak will be too sad ke kan. Yes, but then I'm grateful to have him right now. Special moments dengan Mikael, I rasa sama je macam Akila. Every moments are special with him, tapi ada satu benda yang I cannot forget for the rest of my life. Masa I asasi dulu, that was my first time being away from my family in Kedah. So that also my first time being away from Mikael lah. And then I came here asasi UM. I memang counting days lah nak balik. And masa I balik tu, I took a flight. I arrived dekat arrival hall. Tu I nampak Mikael run towards me and he hugs me. At the moment I rasa macam, wow, it feels so nice to have someone that wait for you at home, wait to hug you at home. And I think that's what's the real meaning of home for me lah.
Special moment with my sister is that I rasa macam every moment is very precious to me sebab dia sangat calming. Macam okay, every time I feel down, I rasa macam penat balik kerja, dia yang the one who macam pergi kat I, hug I, cherish I macam, and then dia suka make jokes tau, and then she's very funny, cheeky. I pernah terfikir macam tu, and I think I cannot live without her because dia macam source of strength. And then when I'm feeling down, dia yang the one yang pergi dekat I, hug I, and sometimes sebab dia very talkative kind of person, so dia selalu macam bagi, kadang-kadang dia yang bagi kata-kata semangat dekat I, bagi I strength, and then macam dia sangat suka bercakap, and dia tak boleh kalau orang ignore dia. So like every night I dengan dia akan share stories together, even sekejap, and then dia akan cakap apa yang dia buat dekat sekolah, and I pun kena cerita apa yang I buat dekat kerja. So we share stories, even sekejap pun tak apa. And then kadang-kadang ada time yang I balik lambat, dia sampai tunggu I balik just to share story dengan I. So I rasa macam every night tu kalau I tak cakap dengan dia memang tak complete lah. So we constantly do that thing lah every night.
Mikael is my source of strength. So I want to share this story of him. I think masa tu dia 5 months kot. My mum wake up at that night and nampak Mikael mulut dah berbuih. So he was rushed to ICU at that moment. The doctor told us he kind of have like 20% chances to live. The doctor asked my mum to go back home first to pack some clothes whatsoever. Anything happen, they will call us. And then my parents go back home. At that time I believe I was 8 or so at that time. And then suddenly we got a call from the doctor. We don't know, we were scared to take that call. So what happened if something happened to Mikael kan? And then the doctor said, oh, Mikael dah keluar ICU. So that was the happiest moment lah in my life. So how he affected my life emotionally, is the source of strength. Kalau lah Mikael only have 20% of chances to live, but he still fight for his life, why not me? Why not me as a sister to fight for my life so that I can provide him a better life? He is my source of strength lah, basically. My father was a banker, also like us. He was a banker. But then in 2009, Mikael was born. We have too much appointments, so my father decided to resign from his stable career. So my future, I hope that what will happen to him, I hope that one day he can live his life. I'm not saying that I want him to live independently on his own. I will take care of him. But I do hope that one day I won't need to take that much decision like my father did. So I hope in future Mikael can have his own life. People can accept him, so that when I leave him when I go to work, he does not have to menyusahkan orang lah, kita kata kan. I'm not saying that he is currently a burden, but just because I am the family, so I won't feel he as a burden, but someone else might. So I hope that one day Mikael can able to live an independent life. He got those skills. At least kalau tak boleh membaca pun boleh. Kita tu boleh hidup lah. Boleh hidup makan sendiri, pergi kaunter bayar beli makanan sendiri.
So how having a Down syndrome sister can impact my life is that I rasa instead of sad, I rasa sangat grateful to have her, because kalau I tak ada adik Down syndrome, I tak tahu sebenarnya diorang ni sangat loving, diorang sangat baik, and then diorang like very innocent type of person, and then if I to compare my sister yang normal dengan my sister yang Down syndrome, actually I lagi rapat dengan my sister yang Down syndrome. Yeah, even though dia macam dah 18 tahun, and then I rasa I still anggap dia like a baby. Yeah, so I macam I rasa bersyukur to have her lah. Yeah.
Sama kita.
Yeah, walaupun actually my impression is that macam macam budak Down syndrome ni, yang kanak-kanak Down syndrome ni, diorang lain daripada orang biasa, but actually diorang lagi faham kita. Yeah. My concern about my sister punya future is that I rasa macam semua orang akan rasa benda, or semua orang yang ada adik or anak Down syndrome akan rasa benda yang sama, which is what will happen to them in the future, especially after diorang habis sekolah. Macam mostly this type of question lah yang macam kita I fikir, will they secure a job, a proper job, and then boleh ke diorang be independent on their own, because after diorang at one time kita akan ada life kita sendiri, and diorang pun akan ada life diorang sendiri. So benda tu lah yang macam buat I risau lah. Yeah. Okay, I hope that everyone can accept each other, even though kita berbeza. Yeah, I think we should treat them with empathy, not sympathy, and don't treat them as outsider, sebab diorang pun manusia macam kita. It's just that diorang ada extra chromosome which makes them a bit special and different from us.
My hope for society, I hope that lepas ni everyone can educate at least their younger family members, their future child, that Down syndrome kids are not that scary, because based on my experience, budak-budak takut dengan budak-budak Down syndrome, but there's actually no harm. They are actually very lovely, very kind. They will hug you if you rapat with them. They will hug you, tell you that it's okay. They have stories to tell you. So I hope that everyone can accept them, know how to communicate well with them. Sometimes it can get a bit problem. It's not problem. It can be a bit challenging. It can be a bit challenging, but that's on us. That's on us to learn how to communicate with them. So treat them with empathy lah, not sympathy. We are very sympathise with them, but treat them with empathy. They need to have the chance to sit with us together. So leave no one behind.